Ladies and gents, NTV here with some more Pokemon Emerald. Last episode, we saved the Space Center from Team Magma because they wanted to take their jet fuel or something. This episode, now that we have access to using Dive because Steven gave us Dive HM for helping him last episode, that made sense, kind of. Well, this episode is just going to be spent surfing and diving. We're going to explore all of the water routes up to Pacific Log, so that's a thing. So speed up time. Yeah, speeding up. Also, if it isn't obvious, this episode is going to be, like, in post-commentary. This is post-commentary right now! So yeah, it's kind of like my Crystal LP all over again, except it's not going to be, like, 99% of it. Just this episode, and maybe a few more in the future. I don't know, but I know this episode is going to be post-commentary. But anyways... Oh, yeah. Sometimes when you're out surfing, May is going to call, or Brendan, and they're gonna mention that they saw a giant green Pokemon flying high in the sky. Yeah, that happens only once, but it happens while you're out surfing in the sea, as far as I know. But, yeah, that's an interesting thing to keep note of, because it is kind of plot-related. But, yeah, back to speeding up with awkward music cuts, but, whatever. It's not like it's that important. But, yeah. Now, the reason I'm tackling Route 127 first is because it's not really connected to Route 126, Route 127, or 124? No, wait, this is Route 125. Yeah. Route 124, Route 126, and Route 127, you can go about those, like, in order, because they're all kind of connected, but here, like, there's nowhere really to dive. Like, this route's just really here to have Shoal Cave, so, yeah. But Route 124, this is where we actually begin diving, and there's quite a few items to find underwater. Like, you'll see spots where you can potentially find items. And there is seaweed underwater, at least I think it's seaweed, which means there is new Pokemon for us to find. The first off being Clamperl. Clamperl, you're gonna need to do some things to get it to evolve. You're gonna need to... You can only get one of its evolutions in this game, because you're gonna need an item, either the Deep Sea Tooth or the Deep Sea Scale, which I will be going over later. But Clamperl itself is not that special, and its evolutions aren't really that special either. Now, another one of the Pokemon that we can find here is Chinchou. Chinchou is... it's pretty bulky, but it really doesn't have that much going for it elsewhere, but it's still pretty reliable, especially with that dual water-electric typing. So yeah. And also, right there, I just got a blue shard. I'm going to be trading that in for a water stone because I'm going to be evolving Padsy in this episode. So yeah, Padsy is finally going to be a Ludicolo. Oh, this here is the last new Pokemon I can find, which is Relicanth. Relicanth is a water rock type. I like it a lot because it's just basically a Pokemon that didn't go extinct. But otherwise, it's not really good. The only reason I caught it is because I need it for a side quest, which is also a thing. And yeah, here I'm trading in the water, or the blue shard that I got for a water stone. But yeah, Relicanth is going to be used for something later on, which I think I'm showing off next episode. And also, if you haven't noticed, I'm using a Wailord to dive. I caught a Wailmer off screen and evolved it. Wailord is also going to be used for the thing that Relicanth is also going to be used for. So, that is a thing. But yeah, let's just go evolve Padsy, because it's kind of overdue. Because I kind of want a Ludicolo. Because Ludicolo is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that's pretty much it for all the new Pokemon that we can find underwater. Also in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can fight some trainers underwater, but yeah. Also in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you can't use your dowsing machine / item finder underwater, which is stupid. But anyways, let's go back to just taking care of all these trainers and whatnot, because, yeah. And also, all of these sped up clips are being sped up by 1000%. So yeah, it's 10. These clips are 10 times faster. Fun fact. But yep. There's quite a few spots to go underwater, so it helps to be thorough and check all of them just in case, because you can find things like big pearls right there, pearls to sell underground, vitamins, all of that good stuff. And you do need to go underwater to progress the plot, because Team Aqua took the submarine. So yeah, that's a thing. And also, in Route 126, that's where Sootopolis City is, and you do need to go underwater to go to Sootopolis. It's just you don't need to go there just yet, and you can't really do anything when you get there at this point, so... But yeah, like, all you can do at Sootopolis in this point is just go to the mart and the Pokemon Center. Can't even go in any of the houses, so I'm saving that for plot-related purposes. But yeah, that's a thing. And there's a lot of double battles here as well. And actually, I made a checklist for all of these water routes just to make sure I got everything. And I did, which is pretty good. But yeah, this episode, I think it's going to be like about 11 minutes. It was originally 2 hours. If that wasn't sped up, that'd be like 7 or 8 videos. So yeah, I'm really glad I sped this up because... commentating for 8 episodes straight about just water, that would have been a pain. But at least I got some experience out of it, and I'm mainly having Arios take most of the experience here. Like, I'm focusing on Arios because I want him to evolve into a Flygon as soon as possible. He doesn't evolve in this episode, but probably in the next one because I haven't recorded that one. And yeah, that's... I don't know, having Arios become a Flygon is... Like, I'm almost there. By the time this episode ends, Arios is at level 44. But I also do need to have all my other team members catch up just so Arios doesn't have too big of a level advantage. And yeah, Vesuvius is not going to be of that much use here because generally we're fighting water types. I mean, there are some trainers here that use things, like there's a few bird keepers and cool trainers and whatnot, which is like a good opportunity for me to use Vesuvius, but like, I probably should have deposited him, but the reason I deposited Padsy actually is because Padsy only has Surf, like Giga Drain only has 5 PP, so that's not gonna last that long compared to Surf and Ice Beam, which are not gonna be helpful at all. I mean, Ice Beam maybe if I come across like a Gyarados that a trainer has, but yeah, not really gonna be that useful. Oh well, I can live with that. But yeah, there's so many wild battles that I had to cut out, so glad I cut all of them out, because like, even though the video is still being sped up, yeah, I did get interrupted a few times while I was recording this, so yay. And Route 128, actually, we can find some new Pokemon here as well if we fish. If you use the good rod, you can find Love Disc, which sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And the other Pokemon you can find here is Corsola if you have the Super Rod. Corsola, it's not Love Disc, but I mean, if you want to use something unique, then Corsola's a thing to use, but like I said before, there's better water types, and I'm using some of the more better ones like Ludicolo and Swampert, but if you want to use Corsola, go for it. It does look cool in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the new Pokemon in Route 128. Route 128 does lead to Evergrande City, which is where the Pokemon League is, but we don't have access to Waterfall, because we need Waterfall to get there. But yeah. And Route 128 is also where we need to go for plot-related purposes, but there's a few more water routes for me to take care of, because I do need to make it to Pacifidlog. But yeah, other than that, just trainers and items. Route 128 is also the last like big underwater area for us. I mean, we will be using Dive later on in a couple more areas that are new, but like this is really it for like big underwater areas where you can find things, like find items or whatnot. But here we are in Route 129, and there is another new Pokemon for us to find, which is Wailord. I have one in my party, but it's because it's there for diving. Wailord has a lot of HP, especially in the Trend card game, but that's not important. Yeah, Wailord, it's bulky because of that high HP. I can kind of recommend it. Like, it's there in the above average water types, but not the super above average water types, if you get my drift. But yeah, drift. We're drifting in the waves. That was lame. But yeah, Wailord, if you want to use one, go for it. It is the largest Pokemon in Pokemon so far, fun fact, because it's like, what, 48 feet long? Yeah, I think so, something like that. But it's not the heaviest, which is weird. Oh well. But yeah. Oh, I think we're in Route 130, or Route 130. Yeah, in Route 130. That's where Mirage Island is. But I'll talk more about that in the next episode, because that's a thing that we can find out about. I'm not going to be visiting it because the odds of me finding it are stupid. I've only found it once, and that was in Sapphire when I got really lucky, but that's not important. But yeah, we're in Pacific Log now. So yay, we made it. Almost all of the water routes are cleared. All that's left is that big stretch of water between Pacific Log and Slateport, but I'm going to save that for the next episode, because, yeah, it's a lot of water in this one. Yeah, I'm ending it off here. So see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Emerald.